we do a parade of trolleys. Just stay on the rubber mats because there's grease there.
Okay.
The car here, 1711, ran on what was the original Pittsburgh, Washington, PA interurban line, and also ran inside in the city of Washington.
Right, right. So, city of Washington, Pennsylvania?
Washington, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Nice.
You can maybe get a good shot.
Oh, it's beautiful. Nice.
The next car is from 1911, and it's referred to in the industry as a high floor car because of the high step to get up into it. And the next generation roughly would have been a lower floor car, so it was easier to get into.
Right,
The
right.
bars on the windows are to keep people from putting heads, body parts outside the car where you're in close proximity to other cars, poles, trees, that sort of thing.
Right.
And we definitely need to get a picture of the front of this car.
Okay.
That mechanical device hanging there is a people catcher. When it's lowered, it's about 6 inches off the ground, and it was devised to assist in keeping people from getting run over if they found themselves in the middle of the tracks at the wrong time.
Interesting. Just like regular locomotives. They have a cow catcher.
Not a cow catcher, but a people catcher. And we have a minor weight of Am I in the way of your photos?
Oh, no. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
This is another, the green and red is another PCC. And I think you can get a decent picture in the front. Maybe.
I'll try to squeeze back in there. Let's
Okay.
see if I can get something.
Okay. I think you can get both of them.
Yeah. What's PCC?
PCC is an industry term. It's referred to a President's Conference Committee that convened in 1929. At that time, we were starting to go into the Great Depression, and prior to that, the traction companies, trolley companies, streetcar companies, whatever you want to call them, were losing ridership and losing revenues. And these presidents got together to come up with ideas that they wanted the manufacturers to incorporate in the next generation of trolleys. Something to make them like this, more streamlined, more comfortable,
Right.
easier to get on and off, and updating how modern they looked.
Okay. So these were the presidents of the streetcar companies. Okay.
Yes, nationwide. There was roughly, I'm going to say 24 roughly,
Okay.
and they got together. The car in the back, the white with the black and gold, that actually ran in the city of Pittsburgh into September 1999.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
So the trolley era that's referred to started in the late 1800s, peaked out right around the end of World War I. That's when the roads started to improve. We started to get more automobiles, trucks, that sort of thing. And ridership started trailing off after that, but it wasn't a direct drop dead date. It kind of lingered on.
Okay. So do they still have streetcars? In Pittsburgh?
We have light rails.
Light rails, okay. But those are like the modern Siemens ones, like they have in many places.
They are, I don't know what the manufacturer is.
Okay.
We do have a book that the museum published. It's in our bookstore now. It is Pittsburgh, a Streetcar City. It gets into a lot of information about the trolleys, the streetcars in Pittsburgh, some history, a lot of photos and information about some of that includes an appendix with some of the routes, when they were last used and shut down and started and that kind of thing.
I see.
And then there's another small blue book. It's like 10 or 12 bucks, and it gets into information about the cars and pictures of the cars and other streetcar trolley information and about the museum.
I see.
Yes. I think we can cross here, so just be careful.
So this is the car that was in service until 1999. Okay, okay.
Yeah, the black and gold with the white.
Right. And now this one.
This one, you definitely want to get a photo of.
It's very, very colorful.
It is one car. It was one of the first three that originally came here in February 1954. And at that time, when they originally came from Pittsburgh on the old Pittsburgh-Washington interurban line. After they got here, they were on roughly a 2,000-foot island. All the track behind them and in front of them was removed. So It was a club at that time. Now we're a 501c3 nonprofit.
Okay.
And this car went through about a 10-year phase of restoration. The first three were stored outside. There were no buildings here. They suffered from the weather and vandalism. And when this car was entering restoration, there were a lot of pictures taken of it from all angles, inside, outside, to help reconstruct. And we did have original plans drawing, especially the wiring.
Okay.
And it was stripped down. The seats were taken out to be reupholstered while the car was sent out to Brookfield Equipment Firm in Brookfield, PA, where it was sandblasted, repainted, and the rough wiring put in. And we finished it after it was here.
Okay.
And the costs were roughly $500,000 and change.
Oh, wow.
But this car, the pictures of it, it really looked bad. It looked like it belonged in a scrapyard. It was that bad. But that turned out really, really nice.
What is the purpose of the side, which is kind of curved? Is it to make more space inside?
If I understand it correctly, that curve allowed it to save weight because of the design features and maintain strength.
Ah, I see.
But if you want to go up on this, go ahead.
Oh, thank you.
This car I'm really proud of. The work that was done, it turned out super.
So you were part of the team that
worked on the restoration. Yeah.
Wow. So it still runs now?
Yes, we use it, yes.
It's very nice. The seats, I think they can be turned in the other direction.
Yes. So if we change directions, we change poles, you're always facing in the forward direction of the car.
Right. And you have controls on the other side as well.
Yes, there's controls on either end and also poles on either end. So you can operate it on a loop system or a system that does not have a loop.
I see. Wow, it's very nice. So you did a very good job.
That
You and your team.
the team did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, two of the men who worked on it have since died.
Oh.
But it was a real concentrated effort,
Sorry to hear that.
and there was a lot of knowledge passed on from them.
I suppose a lot of older people have a lot of love for these things.
Yes, and they've got. We have people who have worked in the industry. My background is anything but this, and so there's a real mix of ages now. We've got some teenagers as well as some people that are in their late 80s, or a couple of the guys maybe knocking on 90.
Oh, wow.
Not all are operators, but we have a lot going on with restoration, general maintenance, grounds, signals, everything that makes the railroad run.
Yeah.
But your schedule, I think you would enjoy the parade of trolleys that we do, where we bring all the cars, well, past here. I'm not sure what's going to happen when the new building goes, where we will do it, but that is anything that runs, we roll out.
So that you'll have on your website.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
This car is from Philadelphia, 78. And we'll be closing out in December after our last Santa trolley, and then we'll reopen in the spring with Bunny trolley.
Thank you so much for taking the time
You're welcome.
and explaining everything.
Well, I was able to do it. When you get to the trolley station, when you go inside, you're going to see two bench seats. These are from the Pennsylvania Lake Erie Railroad Station in downtown Pittsburgh. They were restored here.
So that's at the station up.
The station
Okay.
inside. Yeah.
Okay.
It's decorated for Santa, so you're not going to see the whole thing as it looks with nothing in it. But it's
Okay.
But the benches are really nice.
Okay, I'll have a look. Thank you.
Everything that you see here is all
Gators on the lake, look right in front of you. Look for the rope with light. That's it.
and that's why they could specific tables like that. Yeah.
I'll be here every day at the
Oh, I got some. Ice cream and Michael, I did 3 bears. What? That's what the city looks like? I love it. Oh, look, there's McDonald's. You can. plywood coming out. It's just a normal plywood. The normal size of plywood that you go to the store and buy, that's what we have underneath our tree.